Excellent. Now, as I was saying, Knack has already described. Oh, well, we'll wait for him to get back.
Yeah.
There's so many little circles of death and confusion.
Oh yeah, I'm still seeing a black screen too. I just reloaded. Let me do that
What
one more
is
time.
this?
Part of the screen is
Okay.
black.
Part of the screen should be black, but you're able to still see your characters and kind of a little bit more. Correct?
It looks like a scope of like a gun. Um, Not sure if that's intentional.
Oh, I see what's the problem. There was no light source on anyone. Okay. I'm gonna make the horse a light source. I see. I see what it is. Okay. So, one sec. I see. I see the problems with that you guys are having. So, some of you do not have dark vision. I'm so used to parties that have all dark vision. You should only be able
Oh,
to see a little bit now. Yeah, yeah. So, now those of you who had black screens,
that's
can you
funny.
see?
Yeah, yeah, I got it.
Okay, it's centered on the horse since the horse is an icon. Let me check. Yeah, yeah. So there we go. The horse has a lantern on it. Just to
Cool.
make it there.
Oh, good. We got a driver.
Maybe I can adjust it so that it's daylight mode.
I don't have dark vision on the nice, so
There we go.
everything did the same. So
Yeah,
What
yeah.
is the icons around the character after dragging it? Like there's a red circle, a green circle, a blue circle.
Oh, so those would be extra icons that I would put normally for if you have health, AC, and I should have put passive perception on it as well. But there we go. John, can you see now? John, are you back? John?
Oh, we've lost him.
No! Of course, we have one refresh. So if anyone's curious, the green is your HP, your current HP. You can actually click it, and then put a plus or minus and adjust the HP, and that shows your current HP. For the red, it is your perception, and for the blue, it is your AC. You all should be able to
do I need
actually,
to? Yeah, do I
yes,
need to type in for red if mine's blank?
yeah, preferably, yeah. I was actually about to start doing that for everyone. Okay, oh my God. And then I'll just update your characters.
Did you want passive perception or just perception modifier?
Passive perception. It's just a nice quick reference.
Also, the aid spell. Are we doing? Is that
Yes,
twice that? So
you all have
10 temp.
five. Well, he needed to cast it twice so that he would actually affect all of you and
Okay.
himself. But you all get five temporary hit points as well for 8 hours.
Cool
So
beans.
you get that little bit.
I still only see a black screen.
I
Who
can
is this?
still view Nox's character, so you might want to remove that.
You can still only see it.
Yeah, I only see a
No,
black
I'm
screen.
still able to view Nox's character sheet.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me first take care of this. Do you not have vision,
Don't think
John?
so. I only see black screen.
You're cold. You should have it. That's weird. I put it on daylight mode. Let me. Oh no. I
Hmm.
think I know what it is. I think I know what it is. You. There we go. Now you can see, right?
Uh, Let me try refreshing.
Because it's showing that you should be able to see. Hmm. Everything points to it. It's even in daylight mode. So, you dark vision impaired people can see.
Yeah.
Can you see, Colt? So you can see now? Yes or no?
No, I don't know what's going on.
Have you tried reloading, Knock?
Yeah, I actually tried
Yeah.
to do a different browser as well, but
That is really weird. Alright. If there is this issue, I can move you really quick and then put on just Fog of War as a secondary precaution. So it won't be quite as cool looking at the moment, but then I'll try to figure it out in a sec. So, loading screen. As I'll just do it this way. And then hopefully, sometimes this just happens. It's very annoying, but it does happen. So, Fog of War is off, and I mean, that's off, and then. Okay. Now, you should only be able to see your guys' cells. It's not as cool.
yes.
Okay. So, let's get it there. This isn't as cool, I know. But if there are issues, this is the backup plan.
It's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
So what was the issue?
John was not able to have dynamic lighting work. For some reason, it wasn't on daylight mode, so you dark vision impaired people couldn't see anything because it was black. But then I put it on daylight mode, and then you should have been able to see, but for some reason you weren't. So I'll be
Hmm.
checking into that a little bit more in the future. But yes. So where were we? Oh yes, everyone can see now, right?
Yeah.
All right. So Knack has
Um,
described his
Kinda.
kinda. Yeah. Some of it's gonna be. It's
It's
not as cool.
blocky.
Yeah, it's it's me manually revealing things from Fog of
Oh,
War. Yeah.
I see.
Alright, so Knack has introduced what his character looks like a little bit. Does anyone else want to go by what their character looks like?
How so?
So you would describe what your character looks like, anything interesting about them. For example, Knack described quite a bit about his character. Were people here for Knack's description or no?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so what of
I
note do
missed some
you...
of it.
Oh, you missed some of it. Okay.
You want me to reiterate, and
Yep.
then we can.
I was just about to ask that.
Yeah. So Nack's not a driver kind of guy, so he's taking a seat in the back. He's kind of short, obviously halfling. He's got a mohawk. I'd say he's just about like middle age for a halfling. I'm not specific on life length, but it looks like he's been around the block for a little bit. Maybe a little bit of stubble in the facial hair. And he looks like he's just kind of dozing off. Another job, another payday, and he's taking it in stride.
Cool.
All right, who wants to go next?
I think John is still having
Oh
problem.
no, John! Ah,
It was working so well for him earlier.
I know. It really was. And there was that vision problem. Like, it's all right, John. I came up with the backup precaution of if you can hear. Well, if you want, while we're waiting for John, you can still have character discussions as well. So you can see, for example, Nax kind of had a bit. You can tell that Nax been around the edge, been around the block a few times, maybe seen some things, has a little bit of that shifty look. Not for looking shifty, but looking around in a shifty way, trying to see just like sometimes watching extra things. So you could probably ask Knack about that, or ask Knack anything you want, or try to strike up a conversation with someone else.
Yep. Nack's kind of laid back, arms outstretched. Kind of giving a yawn. Just kind of taking in the sunshine.
Like it, like it. All right. How about Gork?
Well, Gorik, I guess he's kind of hungover. uh, just kind of leaning with his head in his hands. Exhausted.
All right. And if I want to add something, since I did read a little bit of your character bio a bit, and I'm able to add something that some people might like to see, even
Go
though,
ahead.
all right, thank you. Even though there is this shirtless dwarf who just keeps carrying around a shield with him, somehow, this dwarf is always able to produce alcohol. And even if you haven't seen him drink in a few hours, he just has that breath on him, his alcoholic breath. And sometimes he's drunk, sometimes he's not. But anytime he's not drunk, he should be.
I love that.
Nack's shifting to like the other side, so he's not like in the direct path of any stank breath. And then he tells whoever's driving, like, "Hey, look, buddy, I'm not getting cozy. All right, I'm just kind of scooting up out of the way here."
Yeah, it's okay. I understand. Stay there if you want.
Cool.
Gotcha. So
Am I back in
that's
yet?
Knack and Gorg. How about...
Oh, John.
Oh, John, you're
John?
good.
Oh, I'm back.
Hello!
Nice.
Ah,
Yeah.
John.
Hello, welcome back.
Cool beans.
All right. Nice.
We're just going over some character descriptions. Knack, been around the block a few times, mohawked halfling, kind of laid back, just, extremely chill. Gorg, the shirtless barbarian who has a shield and is somehow always pulling out alcohol even though he shouldn't be able to hold it anywhere and is just drinking. Or at least he smells like he should be drunk even when he's sometimes not.
Must be in his fat folds.
Maybe. You never know. And you could probably guess the alcohol might be why he's a little overweight. But next, who wants to describe their character?
I'm gonna go. So, Maga is a dragonborn, light gray skin. I have some plate around the shoulder and the calf's silver skin. And I'm wearing a leather armor, but it's not covering all my body. In many places, I have just my scale protecting me. And I'm looking like I'm on duty and I have purpose. So I'm staying concentrated on the horse. And that's pretty much it.
I'm sorry, I didn't get what race? Dragonborn?
Dragonborn.
Dragonborn.
Dragonborn,
And the name was
Mahagog.
how do you? Okay,
Yeah.
I
How do
don't know.
you spell that?
Yeah,
You don't see it in the
I see Knack.
Mahagog.
A-A-G. Okay.
Maagog.
Do you want to add that to your display name?
It should be there.
I see it.
Maybe it's
I see
too
mine.
long.
I see Knack and I see Enoch.
I don't see
Maggog.
Maggog.
Right here?
Yeah, I don't see mags.
What is this? Okay. I think I might know why. But you can see everyone else's name, right?
I'm seeing Knack and Knock, and then on the actual display name towards the bottom, I'm seeing Nick has Gorg on his as well.
That's all the nicknames I see too.
It's all
on the
nicknames
map,
as
Yeah.
I can see
me
my
too.
name and then Mac and Knock.
Interesting. Okay, well, this is
Oh,
Magog. I don't know how to fix that, but all right.
I can
Yeah,
still
I just
see
read that in my
Nox's
notes.
character.
Yeah, I mean, I have it all technically there. It should be fine. It's just very weird on both areas where it should show. Well, that's okay. You you see the character token, which is good enough. Now we have next person who wants to disclose a little bit about themselves.
I'll go. All right, so Colt is kind of already halfling, dirty brown hair. He's wearing studded leather armor with kind of an older overcoat on top of that. And as I'm just sitting here at the back of the wagon, I'm just practicing playing darts.
The moving wagon. Nice.
Cool.
Wow, that's really
Hardcore.
show
Very
offy.
skillful.
And he's actually pretty good.
And he's landing it?
Yeah, he's actually landing it pretty decently. Roll a sleight of hand, Colt. Let's just see how well you're doing.
Okay. If it matters, I did get a game proficiency and I did pick darts.
Yeah, definitely roll that proficiency then.
Okay.
23.
Dang.
Yeah, he's just like
Ooh.
every once in a while there might be a slight miss where it goes off from a giant bump, but even when it bumps and when you shouldn't get any, sometimes he just arcs it perfectly, and it's just amazing to watch.
Good to know.
Knack lets out a whistle and impression.
Yeah, sometimes even it looks like he's waiting a little bit from the description here and there, but yeah. And then we have.
So now we have Knock.
Yeah.
He's just moving alongside.
He's sending the horses. Don't bother him.
For me, he's like off to the side of the horses actually on my screen. He's like right here.
Yeah.
He's right here.
He's off to the side. So he has pretty much like reddish brown hair, fully decked out in armor. Hildorf, and if you're perceptive, you could see like a silver chain with a gold sun as an idol on his left hand, and it's a symbol of his god, Palor.
Have you been preachy about Palor to them?
Have we like had a chance to introduce ourselves or anything?
Well, that's why
or-
I'm just asking now at this point, once everyone's introduced their character and how they look,
Mm.
what discussions have you had with each other?
So, have you guys heard about our Lord and Savior, Palor, the Sun Father?
Oh no, I've run into your type before. Mags, make room in the front.
Do you wait like a day before when you're on the road and they can't escape, and then you start preaching to them, or when do you start this?
This is like introduction wise, like first day,
Oh.
first minute, it's like, hey, my name is Knock. Have you heard about our Lord and Savior, Palor?
And you all already
This is gonna be a rough
signed
one.
up.
I just say no politely and look away from him.
That's not the right answer.
See, now that is a cleric.
But Knock knows, he respects everybody's gods if you have any. If you don't, that's okay too. He's not gonna force it on you. But every other sentence, it's something about Palor.
So he's not quite as bad as a Jehovah's Witness or someone else who'd knock on your door.
I think I forgot to mention, but Gork is wearing a kilt.
Yeah, this. Pudgy dwarf with a shield who hasn't killed. I want to know why you were hired. Why this person thought you were competent.
Yeah.
Do you
The meat
know?
shield.
Do you know Gundren? Is that why Gundren, the dwarf who hired you, just like dwarf, always good? Or how did you persuade this to happen?
Knack is questioning Gundren's choice of employee.
Well, Gundren.
I guess just cheap hire.
Gundren literally goes to him, he's like, he's a cheap hire. I mean, he was. I told everyone else 10 gold. Well, I told everyone else that it'll be about it'll be a bit more, but really for you, I mean,
Gets like a bottle of ale.
Yeah, it's just like he's not really interested in getting any money. He just wants booze. I mean, he's big, but I don't think he'll drink more booze than what I've been giving y'all. So I just agreed. He said he'll take a hit if I need to when I was questioning it, and then he just like hit his chest as everything rippled around, and I just was kind of enthralled and just like, I guess. I mean.
Knack shook his head and was just, yeah, I know the times are tough around here. It's all right. I get it.
I see. I'm glad you get it, lad. I'm glad you get it. So that's his answer as to why he hired Gorg. Gorg, did you ever want to try to get friendly with any of them, or no?
I ask if any of them have children.
That's a no from me.
No.
I'm too young to have eggs.
Too young to have eggs. I love it.
That's too bad.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm not imagining you as a family man there.
Oh, that's disappointing. No, I don't have children, but I wish I did.
Oh, well, that's a nice sentiment. I'm sure you will, buddy.
All right, and then we have, I believe Colt hasn't said anything this entire time.
No, yeah, he introduced himself.
Yeah.
Well, like any conversations aside from the introduction.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Colt doesn't really have a lot to say. He's kind of just here for some money. If anybody wants to play a game of chance, put a couple of coins on the line, always down for that.
I respect the gold initiative. I'm a man after that myself, but you seem pretty handy with the daggers, or with the darts, I should say. So I don't know if I'm going to risk it. I know a bad gamble when I see one.
All right, respected.
I say, let's go.
All right. So these are some conversations you've had over the past few days. You're getting to know each other a little bit. Some less than others, like Colt being a bit more standoffish. And since you guys are hired to guard this, and Gundren is going on ahead, he does have some faith in you, and you have shown that you are able to have a formation or some sort of ability to, or plan at least, to protect the wagon. So I'll let you guys figure out a plan, maybe make some precautions, and talk amongst yourselves about maybe combat prowess or how you guys would interact, while I just go to the bathroom really quick. I had too much coffee.
So who here's got ranged abilities?
I'm actually built around throwing weapons.
Well, that is fantastic. I got a short bow here myself. So if we get engaged, me and you will take care of the distance work, and the rest of the chaps here can deal in the nitty gritty up close kind of things.
That sounds preferable.
Yep.
I say we throw the drunk run first. Will be the wise. Will be the wisest.
Well, he'll
Here
be
you
awake
calling it
to
drunk.
actually fight.
he, he could offer he could offer them a drink. You know, maybe.
Yeah, talk with them before fighting. That's a good strategy.
It'll make you brave.
With the shield, we got 2 halflings in here too. We could just take cover behind him.
All right, so we've got someone ranged up at the front and at the back, right?
Yep.
All right. Maybe Nock wants to get on the cart.
I can't move my character,
Oh,
so I'm guessing. I'm
Knock?
guessing I'm just gonna
You can't move your character?
I can't select it. It's not letting me. Actually,
So on the top left, you need to have the arrow selected in order to drag and move.
like the cursor arrow, right?
Yeah. Select
I have
the-
that selected, but it's not a.
Okay. So let's just check to make sure you have. There we go. You should be able to move it. Oh, you have a color on right now? Did you make that color, Knock?
This color?
No, the blue line here.
No, that's
Okay.
not me.
Well, if that's alright, you can just ping and I will move you.
Okay. So I guess I'm positioned probably at the back here. So if anything happens, I could just hop off and go and defend the cart.
Understood. Alright, so this is where you guys want to be?
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, since you guys have discussed amongst yourselves and you know a little bit about each other, at least a little bit about combat capabilities, what you can do, since you are hired to guard the caravan and have had some discussions and understand each other a little bit, of course not a lot, since you're just co-workers hired for a job. But since you've gotten through that, we'll continue on. Now, only about 2 hours after Gundren left you, you have been on the Treeboard Trail for about half a day from the start of it, and come around a bend. You spot 2 dead horses sprawled about 50 feet ahead of you, blocking the path. Each has several black feathered arrows sticking out of it. The woods press close to the trail here, with a steep embankment and dense thickets on either side, as you can see.
This looks like a trap. Mags, you might want to slow it down there a little bit.
this looks like meat.
Why, yes, Gorgon. They're definitely composed of meat.
Can we cook it?
Knack blinks his eyes. I mean, sure, if you're into that kind of thing, but
Who's got the fireball?
not me. Does anyone want to head over with me to inspect the bodies, or what are y'all thinking?
I'll go.
Yeah, Nock's gonna jump off the wagon and make his way up towards the dead horses as well.
All right, I'm
Knock is
gonna
too?
follow
Okay.
everybody.
So who's all getting
I'm
on
gonna
board?
stay behind next to the horses.
Here, if we got 3 in investigating, I'll stay with Mags and try and cover y'all with some arrows.
All right. So you get up to the horses, and when you get up to the horses, you see that the saddlebags have been looted. Nearby lies an empty leather map case, and at this point, you hear a cry. Ah! What languages do you guys speak, or did you choose any languages?
I think I only got halfling in common.
All right.
Common and
Do I
Dwarven.
get languages?
Yeah, normally you just have common and Dwarven. I think Gorg only has common and Dwarven.
Okay, fair
Some
enough.
races let you pick, but yeah. So as you hear a you see these goblins as you can tell they attempted to hide, but they were a little excited at seeing prey and rolled a natural 2 on their stealth. So everyone gets to roll initiative.
Yeah.
How you would roll initiative is
Alright.
left
Okay.
click your token
Uh,
and then roll the initiative by clicking the initiative tracker. Good, good. Snarl.
oh, I can't select my token, so
Well, you
Which
just
one is
left
the
click it,
initiative
go to your character sheet, and then click your initiative. I'm going to take the first initiative, so we can fail this multiple times while people figure it out. So, for example, Gorg
Oh, 19.
nice.
19. Nice.
Got a
So
7.
it's giving me this because I can't select a token. It's not letting me actually roll.
You just left click your token, and then you go into your character sheet on the journal. I know it's a little weird, but
Yeah, because I can't I can't select my token. So
oh, that's right. I apologize for forgetting that. Let me just do that for you really quick. Boop. And now you're on the initiative. What did you roll, Knock? A
Okay,
9?
fair.
Okay, let me change that. Then we have, did anyone else get a strange roll that's supposed to be up here?
I got a 7 for Knack. It's not on the turn order.
For Knack. Okay. Let me just get you here, Knack, and there we go. And you got a 7.
Yeah. All that dex and all for nothing.
Hey, it's better to roll low on initiative than it is in
That's
on an
true.
attack. Especially a
True.
vital attack. So
What's the Hexblade curse?
Oh, someone's.
Oh,
that's a
sorry, I
special
didn't want
surprise.
to
I was
take
meant to be for later.
Yeah, I was about to say. someone spoiled the surprise.
You had all this. Sorry.
So yes, that was
Hey, Megs, your sword's kind of vibrating there a little bit.
No, don't worry about it.
it's going a bit wild.
It's under control.
All right. So we will have Colt first, and then Magog. Am I saying that correctly? Magog. I want to say
Yeah.
Magog. What?
No, it's correct. Don't worry
Okay,
about
so
it.
good. So Colt, and then Magog is on deck.
All right. Is there a special way I'm supposed to track movement?
If
can I do?
you use the snap to center, which is underneath the magnifying glass, you can hold and then move to see. Yep, exactly.
Okay.
These goblins are pretty terrible already. One thing you will find out for me is that my players do constantly mock me for my low rolls, which is both encouraging and saddening. And I'm glad to see we're starting off on that same foot.
Wait, I'm gonna move to right there, and I'm gonna attack this goblin that's in the tree underneath me with a dart.
Oh, okay. So do you want to move next to him or right where you are?
No, right around. The darts have a range of 20 feet.
All right, good, good. Roll to hit, and we'll see how it works.
Okay, here we go.
All right, so you rolled a 16 and you hit. So you take your dart as you spin around to see this goblin, take aim, and just like you guys have seen Colt just hit the bullseye pretty much every time, this excited goblin, as it pulls out its bow, gets ready to shoot, and Colt just shoots, throws the dart, and it hits, doing dead in the center of its forehead as it falls over.
It's okay.
Nice
He's
throw.
dead.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just put an X there to show that he's dead instead. Alright, so there we go. Skull and
That'll end my
crossbones
turn.
and an X, so there's no mistake. Magog, it is your turn next.
I'm just not the right thing. I'm just gonna walk in range with it and hit it with my longsword.
All right. Is there anything special about your longsword that you want to thematically state, or no?
No, it's it's a really good sword.
Okay.
So that's not the good
Oh,
thing.
so
How do
the
I do
first
this?
one, I take the first one whenever there's those mistakes.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. A 15 does hit.
Yeah. So how does I roll damage?
Oh, I see why. I see why. There we go. So just click your sword again. I fixed it so that it's on normal. And then if you click it, it'll auto roll damage. There we go. So 9 damage. So you just walk up to this goblin, just stroll, not since it's not too far. You're more of a perceptive and well kept together person, as you've stated. And you just go up and you see this goblin who's scrambling, getting ready to pull out his short sword, and you just slash it, almost kind
Yeah.
of pathetically, as it just dies. All right, now we have the goblin's turn. The two goblins that see this, the first one tries to shoot at Magog, kind of panicked. Oh my god! And misses terribly as the shot is wild as the arrow shoots. Instead of going straight towards you, and more so shoots towards this direction. And the other goblin, seeing this, starts to run back into the woods, panicked by how terribly they've done and how capable you all are. So now we have Gorg, and on deck is Knack.
Well, they're both dead, right?
Mm-hmm. Those two. No, this one is
So-
not.
I guess we should. Wait, how many of them are? There's one
left.
up there. Yeah, I wasn't looking up there.
And
We
one
should
red.
chase after the one that got away. I feel like that would just like there's a reason for that because he might call back up. But I'm not very fast, so I'm just gonna. I don't know how far I can move.
You can move 25 feet. And then you can use your
Okay.
action to dash and move another 25 feet.
And okay, so that's how far I can move. Then I'll move over there with my shield up.
Okay. If you want, you can try to throw the bottle. It's going to be at disadvantage.
I'm not
but-
going to throw the bottle.
Okay. There's always the option. All right, so that is Gorg. If you want, you can move 25 more feet as your action.
As my action?
Mhm.
Oh, but then I wouldn't. Would I not be on guard then?
You wouldn't be able to attack, but you still have your +2 to AC.
Well, do I know how far the goblin can move?
You do not, but you saw that other goblin scurry at a much faster pace than you think you can move, even if you sprinted towards it.
So I would want to stay far enough away from the goblin that I don't expect him to reach me.
Okay, fair.
But I'm also a meat shield, so I'm gonna stand like around here as my action.
Okay, good. So that's Gorg as he gets into a readied area. Knack, it is your turn. Knock, you're on deck.
All right. The goblin that was to the south down here, he just disappeared from sight completely, right?
Yeah, he ran. He ran quite a bit. Just gonna say
All right,
that.
so no chance in catching up there.
All
All right, let's go ahead. Yeah, if he's too far, I'll go ahead and
If you want,
Can I
you would
move?
be able to move your full movement and then make a shot with a ranged weapon at disadvantage. That's greater range than a throwing weapon, like a bow. Or
he's
something.
outside. He's outside of 80 feet, right?
If you move 25 feet, he will still be within it, barely. I think at the 80-foot threshold and through the thickets. So I will let you shoot with
Ooh.
disadvantage. 'Cause I think that's a little bit past, actually.
I'll take that gamble. We've got another guy over there who can take out the one in the north. So
All right, so if you move
I
in-
will. Yeah, let's do that. I'll move it over here.
Okay.
and I'll see if I can peer out through the gaze, through the thick of the jungle, and let's go ahead and.
This part's not to scale, but yes.
All right, and I'm gonna get my short bow out, and let's see if we can go to town here.
All right, disadvantage since it's through the woods and everything. Oh, it's so sad that it's disadvantage.
Oh my God! Get out of here!
Ah.
All right, fucking disadvantage. That's a 13.
13 misses. You shoot, and you can tell that the arrow sails pretty much true, but it just hits a branch and it's deflected into the ground. You're like, ah! That branch wasn't there. Yeah.
I snap just like that too.
All right.
It happens.
It looks behind as it sees the arrow, goes, ah! As it just like screeches and tries to go even faster, almost crawling like a primal animal. Now we have Knock, and then Colt is on deck.
So Nock's gonna move in front of Colt right here.
Okay.
So 25 feet, and then he's going to use Sacred Flame on that goblin up there.
What is the range of Sacred Flame?
60 feet.
Oh, nice. So I need to make a dexterity
Yeah.
saving throw, right?
So that's 1 damage. he's gonna be like
Oh,
Well,
the
it
power
does
of
make
Palor compels you.
so it's hilarious. You say the power of Palor compels you as you see a spark happen in that area, and this goblin jumps and moves a little bit to the side as it does make its dexterity save. And it's just like this small little tinder that the goblin it actually like looks in there. I'm like, trying to find if it was really there or not. Do you want to? I think that's your entire turn then.
That's it. Yeah, that's all I
Alright,
can
unless
do
you have
for
a bonus
range.
action. Colt and then Magog.
All right. I'm going to take a step up here next to Knock. I'm going to look at Knock and say it's my turn, and I'm going to try for the same goblin, but with one of my darts.
Okay.
And that'll be at disadvantage.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Very nice.
Are you sure that was at disadvantage?
I was about to say, man.
It's a
Apparently,
different roll.
this is ridiculous. Alrighty, so you take aim with your dart, throw it as it whizzes a little bit through the trees, and Knack, you see this. You see that he's able to throw a dart through the trees, no problem. Hits the goblin in the chest, and it's not dead, but it's sputtering some blood as it seems to have hit some internal organ. Next we have
I'm just
Magog.
going to go, huh.
Yeah, you didn't kill it in one shot. Wow.
Okay, so
That's actually surprising.
I'm gonna walk through there approximately and cast Frostbite on it. On him.
Frostbite. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not.
So I
that...
just
Oh.
he needs to make a Constitution saving throw. I don't know if I just click it.
Yeah, just click it and we'll see the damage. We'll see if he actually makes it. No, he didn't make the save. Natural 6 is not going to make it. All
Okay,
right.
it won't roll, so just do a d6.
Cast at what level? 0. There we go. So when you just click Frostbite, and then when it says cast at what level, just put 0.
Oh yeah, okay.
DC 10, no. So 4 cold. All right. So after it's hit with this dart, kind of sputters up blood, and how do you want your frostbite to work thematically? Do you want to describe it?
I wanted to start from the blood, from the darts, and just go through his body.
Okay.
Into the wounds.
Gotcha. So, Colt, after you throw the dart and you go, huh, as he's not dead, you see Magog start to go up, and you swear Magog did something with his hands, as you see the area where your dart hits start to turn into ice, and then the goblin quick panic, but its whole center torso and neck and bottom half of its face turn to ice as it stops moving and is just frozen in that one position.
Nice.
All right, and that is the end of combat since it is their turn, and that goblin is booking it as fast as he can.
I'd like to come up to this goblin real quick. Do they got any bows that I could reload on, or any arrows?
They do have arrows, but the quality of the arrows when you see them is so poor that you're amazed that they thought they could actually shoot with these things.
Oh man, this thing's put together with goblin hair. Ooh. I drop
Some
it
of the
and
feathers
throw it
are,
away.
yeah.
Well, this ain't looking good, gentlemen.
Am I able to retrieve the darts I threw at these goblins?
Yes. It would be roll
Both of them?
a d10 for each dart, since you only had a few, and for each one you aren't able to recover. So just two d10s, and if there's a 1, then you're not able to recover that dart.
That's a 3.
I'm assuming the arrow I shot was like way too far to grab, right?
It depends if you want to go into the woods to try to retrieve it.
Oh. That's unfortunate.
All right.
That is
I guess the
unfortunate.
one that got hit by the frostbite isn't any good anymore.
Yep, you see
Oh,
that the
shoot.
tip of it, when you try to pull it out, just gently, and then tink, as you pull out the bottom half only, you're like, ah.
Oof, that's rough, buddy.
I'm gonna dig a small hole and put that dart to rest over here by this goblin.
Oh, the burial of the dart. But if you want to
On
Mhm.
Oh no, I was just gonna ask on closer inspection of the horses. Do I see anything outside of them just being riddled with arrows, tracks?
So now that you are closer to the horses and are not being assaulted, you're able to make out that one of the horses that was ridden was the horse that Gundren was riding, the person who hired you.
Oh, this ain't good. My money. Right. And I look disappointedly at the horse. Hey, we gotta find this guy.
To be fair, he did say that from the intro scroll, when you deliver the goods to where you were intended to go, that person would pay you 10 gold pieces.
Upon replaying this memory in Mac's head, he's like, "Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, we're good. We're good."
We can just leave him here.
Well, I
yeah,
mean,
now it's up to you.
Well, he might give us a finder's fee if we find him.
Yeah, more money. Works both ways.
You Dragonborn, I like the way you think, Megs.
It's more to convince you, but it's okay.
Where do we see any tracks leading away from the horses outside of the ones going into the
So for
the
this,
goblin positions?
since you're trying to track them, roll a survival check. And how I do party checks, instead of having everyone roll separately after someone fails, you are able to have 2 total rolls, or if someone has proficiency in a skill, give advantage to another person. This makes it so that if you're highly specialized, like you have 2 rangers, one has advantage with proficiency, which is ridiculous. Instead of just everyone randomly rolling.
I look at the rest of the group and say, I'm not a great tracker. If any of y'all are.
I volunteer.
Yeah, me too.
I mostly just play darts.
I have a +4 proficiency bonus, but I'm not proficient in it.
Okay, so you can't give someone else advantage, but you can be one of the 2 rolls. Or someone, if they're proficient, could give you advantage.
Proficient in survival?
Mhm.
Yeah, you have +3 in that. If
I also have 3.
Okay, so I guess I'll be doing the check. So I'm gonna be looking around for any tracks.
Okay.
Ooh,
You with
Oh.
+3s. You
Ooh.
two. Are you proficient with survival at all or no?
Yeah, yeah.
No. So you
oh,
would have advantage now, so you get to roll again. I don't think it'll make much of a difference, but it makes no difference. Okay.
ooh.
So, yes, you are able to find that there are some tracks from the horses, a bunch of smaller tracks that you're able to make out as goblin tracks, and it seems like they were carrying uh, two two heavier beings than them, which doesn't narrow it down, but you can kind of guess who they're carrying.
Is it heading towards the same direction as that one goblin that escaped to?
I am pinging the direction.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
hmm And as you guys start to go up, you see that there is a trail that leads up into this forested area.
Hmm. Well, is the forest look like there's enough clearing to navigate the wagon in through there?
It's a forest trail, not one for the wagon.
Do we
You
free
can
the
hitch the
horses and
horses somewhere inside the forest if you wish.
Hmm.
What about the luggage?
The luggage that's in the
Yeah.
wagon. You see that
Yeah,
there's
the
a lot
wagon.
of extra supplies, and to take all the luggage out and hide it would be an extreme pain, especially transporting it.
Do
Well,
we have a
gentlemen,
necromancer?
we could bring it on into the forest. We could see if we could try and hide a little bit inside the tree line, and take a little investigation stroll into these footsteps.
All right. Now, question:
If y'all are okay with that.
yeah, good plan. The better we can do, I think.
Well, we can't just leave the wagon.
Yeah.
So I'll stay behind and watch it.
Well, what you can do is, as they stated, you could bring it into the forest and you could try to hide the wagon.
We could try,
Yeah.
And you can see how well
but
you
there were
guys do.
just goblins here trying to loot wagon. So
From the tracks, you can assume that that this path that they go on is extremely well traveled. In fact, the little bit more you go up, the more you see that it's been extremely just back and forth been used. And you can probably assume, especially from your dwarven knowledge of just hating goblins and them being the little pieces of shit that they are, that they probably aren't intuitive enough to do something different.
so we don't want to try and hide a wagon on a path that they travel through.
Not the
often.
path, but you could hide it like maybe up here somewhere or somewhere
We hide
away
it
from
inside the
that.
tree line.
And you could use like some branches or other things to cover it up as well. And even you could try to
Yeah.
put the horses there. You also have the option that if you
All right.
of
Well,
how
I'm not
deep
very
you want to go.
intelligent, so
Well, one of you is trained in survival, so we will assume that they came up with this idea as an option.
okay.
Or even any of you who are
Well,
okay with stealth.
first of all, I'd like to go over to those dead horses.
Yeah. I have proficiency in stealth. So
Okay.
I say, hey, we can hide it behind this big tree and use some of the leaves around here to kind of, make it look like a big old bush or something. And we come up through the trail that we know the goblins came out of, since can assume that this is the main trail they use.
And you're also able to
Yeah, just do this.
Sure.
nice. And you're also able to assume with that stealth bit that if you go a little bit further in, you could probably make it even easier to hide. You just need to get
That
the horses to do
sounds
it.
that sounds fantastic.
All right. So you're trying to go further in.
Yeah, somewhere in
Let's
here.
go.
All right. Someone roll animal handling. Well,
Yeah.
group check on animal handling to get the horses to go that far in.
Knack ain't a driver.
I have
I don't
+3 and I'm proficient in the animal handling. So
+4 in animal handling.
okay,
Let's
do it, and I'm
So
gonna
you
give you
can
a
go.
roll
advantage.
too. So John, and then it would be
Ooh.
Zach.
Oh.
Well, you only get one, thankfully. So the second. Oh well. All right. Good news. 17 is actually able enough to make it. So you are able to hide the wagon a little bit further in, and you now have advantage on either a stealth or survival check in order to hide the wagon.
Stealth. Knack is proficient in stealth, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I think that's.
Okay. I go ahead and roll now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You could actually have two people roll with advantage at this state.
Oh, I don't
That's a
think anybody
27.
else is going to beat that.
I don't think I don't think anyone else is gonna beat that. So you cover it well. Even
Yeah.
the horses are pretty covered as they're a little exhausted, kind of just trying to sleep, and you have it almost in an art form where you've arrayed the extra trees, leaves, and everything else to where it's impressive. It is quite impressive.
I've slapped my hands together like, "Uh, looks good to me." Or I should say, doesn't look good because I can't see it.
What doesn't look good?
I say, well, let's check out that trail.
Before
I'd
we
like
go,
to
I just
go-
want to push the horses aside the road so they're not
Mhm.
in the path.
But are you trying to hide them or just push them out of the way?
No, just push them.
Okay, just pushing them out of the way to here. Gotcha. Okay,
I'd like to try and loot these things, the horses.
the horses. As stated before, the saddlebags have been looted, and nearby lies an empty leather map case.
Well, we don't really need that map case, but they're full of arrows, right?
Yes, feathered arrows.
They're of poor
Goblins.
So
quality.
can I steal them?
You can, and as soon as you pull one out, you actually see it snap as you see the wood's pretty crappy. Like, it's made
Oh, okay.
not even from trees, it must have been made from, like, broken rubble.
Darn. Somebody has a lot of kids.
Can I go ahead and grab the map case just in case?
Yes, you can. So put it down on your inventory.
Cool.
Empty leather map case.
Cool.
And since you all are looting stuff, if you want to try to loot the goblins, you can as well.
Sure,
I'm
goblins are
okay.
greedy.
Get greedy. Okay. So as you rummage through the goblin pouches, trying to not get anything too much, or try not to dig too far, you are able to find 7 silver pieces on each goblin.
So we split that up.
21 silver pieces among 5 people.
If you want to be generous, I'll take one if you want to give it away. And if some people want to take two.
It's 21. That's split up. Okay. Yeah, no, there's gonna be one extra.
Take it.
Um,
If you have copper,
you guys want-
Whoever
you can
did the
split it.
most damage, I guess.
If you guys want, you guys can keep my half. I have a good chunk of change already.
And I don't need money. I just need liquor. So split that among 3 people.
Okay.
I just need liquor. Glad to see you got your priorities straight.
So that's what is that? 4 silver pieces?
That would be 7 each if you're splitting. Well, it was 21 something, right? Yeah, 21 silver pieces split up among 3 people. That's 7 each.
Okay.
I wonder why they all had the same amount. Maybe they're paid to do it. Just speculating.
Speculation's welcome.
So now we're heading down the
All right.
trail.
So now that you have the loot distributed, you head down the trail. Is there going to be a specific marching order?
I'll go in
I
the
have-
front.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand next to George. Gorge.
Gorg.
And who said they were in front?
Gorg.
Gorg.
I said I was in
Gorg and-
front, Gorg, because I'm a meat shield
Okay.
and
Gorg
a
and
literal shield.
Knock.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. keep
Maybe
the
we
cleric
want
in
to
back.
thicken up a little instead of going.
It
Because
is
if we do
little
a single
thin at
line and they
points.
come from the sides, then that's
Hmm.
So.
Okay. So we're gonna stick with the single file.
Okay. So
I
sticking with the
guess.
single file. All right.
Okay.
So.
Sure.
In front. All right. So Gork, since you are in front, and you're trying to be perceptive while looking around, you get to roll a perception check.
okay. All right, where is that? Oh. Can I roll it? Is there a button for that?
Just click on the
you-
word.
Yep. Click on the word. and
The
then
word
it should-
isn't highlighted.
on your character sheet. You would just.
Yeah, I can't even edit it.
What is
So
this
on
madness?
the character sheet on the left side underneath
Underneath
proficiency.
skills.
Yeah, in
Yeah,
skills.
skills.
Yeah.
Oh, in skills.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Fair enough.
Nice roll.
Nice. All right.
Cool.
So Gork, being a dwarf of the wilderness, you, when traversing through this path, don't let anything get through your keen. Wait, are you drunk currently or no?
I'm hungover, so no.
Okay. To your keen and
the headache's just causing him to super focus.
unfortunately sober eyes are able to pick up that the goblins laid a few traps along this path. They laid a snare trap that has some bells as you tell your party to just easily go past it. And you're even able to pick out that there is a poorly camouflaged pit that just upon poking it you're able to see that the small little leaves and twigs that were keeping the leaves up just fall down as you're able to see this 15-foot pit. And you're
I'd
able
like to steal parts of the bells.
All right.
Just the little ball on the inside. Is it a string or is it like a straight pole
It is a
that the ball is hanging on?
it is just a straight pole that the ball's hanging off of. And there are two bells.
Great. I'm gonna rip that pole out of the bell.
Okay.
So I have two, and I can use them like drumsticks or whatever.
They're very small. They're just like
I was about to say, I was assuming these were like an inch
Oh,
or
they're
two.
small.
yeah, they're very
Well,
small. They're not
If they're that
giant
small,
bells.
then I just
Okay.
don't even bother.
Okay.
Yeah, too bad.
So you follow this trail for about half an hour, and then you get to a bank. At this bank, you can see the outcropping of what would be a cave, as you see the trail end here. Everyone can see, correct or no?
Correct.
Yeah.
Black screen. Reloading.
No,
Yeah, I
if
got a black
not,
screen. I
then
wanna reload.
it should be daylight. It is daylight. Then I will just do the fog of war. There was an attempt. I was hoping, but hope is vain and not possible. All right, so take you off. Get to that. Hide areas. And then I will transfer you in just a sec. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I'm just doing Fog of War here. It was an attempt. We'll see. Dynamic lighting will work one day without any issues. Okay. So you are able to see this embankment. And also the key, because why not? It won't do anything. But you are able to see the embankment. And this river that leads into the mouth of a cave.
Well, can I
Uh,
roll for inspection on the river?
What are you trying to find in the river?
Anything that stands out as man-made or goblin-made.
Okay. So, roll and investigate, and I'll read some flavor text for you. Following the Goblin's trail, you come across a large cave in the hillside, 5 miles from the scene of the ambush. A shallow stream, so it's not very big, or not very deep, flows out from the cave mouth, which is screened by dense briar thickets, which would be here. A narrow, dry path leads into the cave on the right hand of the stream. This area here. Okay. So from your investigation, you don't find anything. It's a small, shallow stream. You know.
it's we can walk across it, right? It's shallow enough for we can walk.
Yeah, you can walk across it.
Even if it's
Uh, okay. I'm gonna move over here, like on the edge, and I can't. I'm assuming it's too dark to see into the cave, right?
It is, yeah, it's a little too dark to see into the cave, especially because your dark vision gets interrupted if there's light. So if, for example, you're looking into a dark area from sunlight where you're in, it doesn't really work. It takes a little bit to adjust.
Hmm. I'm trying to peer in, and I'm like not seeing anything, and I was like, what do y'all think? Y'all think they went in there?
Definitely looks like a goblin would live in there.
Yeah.
I don't see anywhere else.
So,
Alright.
as you're discussing this,
Let's go kill that son of a gun.
as you are discussing this, you hear a twang as you see two arrows come out from the briar thickets. As you see two goblins shooting at you. One would be at this one, Knack, and that one hits. The other one would be at, let's see, 1, 2, would be at Colt, and it misses. So, Knack, you are hit with a goblin arrow, and it deals pathetic 4 damage.
I'm still on the temp HP, so ooh, that hurt.
Alright, and I'll
But,
subtract that for
brush
you
it
if
off.
you want. Oh.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So, now everyone rolls initiative. As they actually surprise you for once. Oh, God. You all are able to see the initiative tracker, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And it has all your
Yeah.
names on it?
Nope.
It's just a Knack and Colt. Well, I don't have a name for Colt, but
Ah,
That's
lovely. Okay, so if that's the case, then everyone else needs to do that same thing as I mentioned, or else it doesn't appear. So Nat, Colt, and Gorg are on the screen, right, for everyone?
I
I
don't
only
see
see-
Gord.
Knack and Colt. I don't
Nat
see
and
Colt.
Colt. Alright, so left click the token and then do initiative. I'll also do that for I understand Nock isn't able to have that So I'll do
Yeah.
this. Gorg, I will put your initiative in a sec. And then...
Oh, we can edit ours.
Oh, you can edit it. Perfect, perfect. Then, yeah, you can just edit. And then the last person left is Magog. Oop. There we are. Perfect, perfect. Holy. Alright, there's 3 of you with 15s then. If that's correct. Oh, wait.
I'm actually 14. I can't edit mine.
Oh, you're 14?
Yeah,
Alright.
Knock is 14.
You just can't do anything with your character. I think it's a character problem then.
I don't know. Like, I can't select it. It's weird.
Yeah, you can't select it, which would be either token or character. And the fact that you can't change your initiative on here means that it's probably a character token. So I can have something to work with there. Alright, so, Gorg and Colt. I think Colt has a much higher dex, don't you?
Mine's 16.
Yeah. I think that's much higher. Alright, then a -1 initiative. Okay, so Colt, you are first.
Yeah.
Gorg, you're on deck.
Okay, I'm gonna take another dart and throw it at the goblin in the thicket.
Alright. They have some cover, but it's not much. Oof. That's still... This time, the surprise gets you as you try to take your dart and throw and just... It didn't go very far. It just kind of skidded a little bit off the river and into the little thicket here. Do you want to move, Colt, or what else do you want to do?
Yeah, I moved 10 feet over here.
Alright.
That's it.
Now we have Gorg and then Knock on deck. Unless if you ever have a bonus action that you want to do or something else, just tell me. Otherwise, I'll keep moving on. So Gorg and then Knock.
Well, let's see. I can't see my character.
What?
Like, I just don't see the... Okay, now I can see it. Yeah, so I could move it now.
Okay.
I'm going to move it there and shield them.
Oh, okay. I see what you're trying to do. So
Do I need to shift my position behind him then?
no,
I think he has to
no.
walk in front of.
So you can act
No.
as cover. It would give a +2 AC to whoever else you're trying to protect as well, but that's pretty much all that would do. If you wanted it to be more effective, it would have to be a fighting style, which I think is actually what you wanted, unfortunately. You will be able at one point to dip into another class, but I think the fighting style you're thinking of doing is
Protection.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here's protection for you to see what that fighting style would be. If you were a first level fighter or it's something that had this fighting style, you would be able to do this. But since you are not, the most that I will give you is to give someone else a +2 to their AC to try to defend them like that.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
I can't really do damage because they're in the bushes. So
Well, you can try to
I'll
run
just
through. I mean,
do
they're
that.
thickets, but you can still run through and try to
Could
just
I?
hit them with your shield.
Yeah,
Yes.
you'd have to run through.
Let me just move you.
Phew, then. I am going to charge through those bushes.
All right, you were able to do so. It is a little bit of hazardous terrain, but since it's only like 10, 15 feet, you're able to run up and
I have
try
a
to smack
shield.
them with the shield.
My double-handed shield, actually.
All right, so roll the two-handed shield attack.
And I do that by clicking on it.
Yep. Should have everything factored in unless I didn't do something right. Nope, it's good. So a 15 hits for 6 damage. It is not dead yet, but it is very surprised as you just come out. "Roar!" and then you just boom hit them with the shield on its head, and "Pow!" kind of goes back, and it's a little stunned and confused as to what is happening. Knock, it as your turn. Knack is next.
So can I actually move over here, like run across the water and everything?
It's a little bit hazardous. I will let you roll in athletics to see if you can, since it is hazardous terrain. Normally it would be a little bit more for your movement, but
Athletics.
I will let that check happen.
Oh. Ooh.
You try, and you're able to get about here, as the thickets are a little bit too much for you. And sloshing through the water kind of took it out of you.
Okay.
Do you want to do anything else,
I
though?
could still hit.
Oh, wait. Technically, you can, yeah.
I could still attack
Yeah.
this goblin.
You can,
Yeah,
actually,
easily.
yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna hit him with a mace. Let's see. Oh. I'm guessing
You
getting
sloshed
across the water was too
"Oh, God."
much.
Ugh. Ugh. It's doors are not made for this. So now we have Knack and then Magog.
All right. Am I able to? I can shoot past him into this guy right here, right?
Yes, you'll probably want to not be directly behind him, like right here, so you have some line of sight.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I'll shift position there
can do
and
And they have a little
bring
bit
out
of cover,
the
so it'll provide +2 AC.
yeah, and
Okay.
I'll take that and let's try out the short bow again.
All right.
That's a whiff.
That is a whiff, unfortunately. So that was Knack's turn. Now we have Magog and then the goblins.
Okay, so I'm gonna move there and cast. How do you ping? Like,
You just click on the map and hold it.
If you have the left
Okay.
token, yep.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast first bite on this one.
The top one. All right. So Constitution saving throw. Nope. Oh, that was public, but oh well. So nope. And the damage.
Yeah. Oh, 6 max.
6.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. And he has disadvantage on this next weapon attack.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. So, you see this goblin getting ready to pull a shot with the short bow, and your frostbite goes over its arms as it's almost ice in certain areas, and it looks very concerned as it's trying to still pull back to shoot at you guys. So, we have this goblin who is iced. 20 and a 3. It misses as it tries to shoot at you, Knock. And this goblin has recovered a little bit and is going to try to just shank you, Gorg, with a little short sword, and it hits. It hits since you don't have your shield AC.
It hits.
Yeah, it hits you for 6 damage.
Oh, darn.
Oh, it brought through the temporary HP a little bit. All right.
Okay.
Next we have Colt and then Gorg.
Move 10 feet to there. And then I'm going to try to this guy with the dart.
Okay, roll to attack. That unfortunately misses. As you throw the dart and it just gets stuck in the bramble.
Right, I'll move 5 more feet this way, and then I'll end my turn.
All right. So now we have Gorg and then Knock.
I shank him.
Well, shank's a strong word for a shield, but I get your meaning.
Oh, not with the shield. No, with the bottle.
Oh, all right. Roll to attack with the bottle. And is it already broken, or is it
Okay.
just
How many attacks?
you get one attack? One attack with the bottle, and then
Well,
if you
I
want to
would
attack
think
with the
it's
shield.
already shattered.
Ooh.
Well,
Would I get to attack with the shield?
you can if you want as a bonus
Mm,
action. It will not add. I'll take away 4 of the
Well, I
damage.
will, because
Okay.
it'll what?
All right.
Oh.
So that hits. You take away 4 damage because, again, it doesn't have the strength bonus. And if you scroll over the 5, it'll show. Luckily for you, this goblin only had 1 HP left. As you then miss with the bottle and bring your shield around, just BAM! Smash its skull in as you see some of its brains splatter.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I meant to do that.
Like,
Well, good thing I
looks
hit him with
around
the shield last
like no one saw that and miss with the bottle. No one saw that bottle. Period. All right, so now we have knock and then knack.
So Nock's gonna move up to the top the remaining goblin, and whack him with a mace.
All right, roll the hit.
He's gonna be like,
nasty.
the power of Paylor commands you.
Power of Paylor commands you. Thwack and just falls over
die.
down. Your gentle healing priest of Paylor has just commanded someone to die.
Gentle emphasis.
Gentle with a crack sound. All right, so the combat is over.
He was merciful, if anything.
Sure.
I'm gonna scamper on through here, and
I'm gonna
can we
leave
inspect?
body.
Yeah, I wanted to check on this one.
All right, so that one has 10 silver pieces, and the other one has 9 silver pieces. That's actually pretty good. Good rolls on that.
Cool.
Yeah, well, there's I don't know how many people are splitting it this time, but I still don't need money, so
All right, and I will give you guys an option. It has been about 3 hours, so we can end it here before you get into the cave, or we could maybe do one more encounter. I will give it to the group.
I'm
end it here.
I'm fine if y'all want to.
I'm fine if everybody else wants to continue.
I'm fine with going into the cave.
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
okay with going into the cave.
Yeah, I'm fine
Okay,
with the going
so
to the
type
cave,
in
too. I expect
cave
to be a quick match.
or end, either or. We'll do that as a vote in chat. Cave, 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 cave. All right, there we go. We're
That
going into the
works.
cave. I like it. I like it. So,
So Nock's gonna take the lead because he's gonna walk up here because he has night vision, and he's gonna cast light onto his
Oh,
mace
thanks.
and use it as a torch for
Yeah.
the non-dark vision.
nice. Okay. So,
I'm
wait,
just
not
gonna-
hide.
Real quick,
Reveal.
before we, real quick,
Yeah?
quick before we take a step in this tree line, am I able to see this clearing? Like,
Oh. Apologize. You were able to see that small clearing, yes. It looks like it was set up for an ambush. Like literally, it was cleared out and set up for that for that explicit purpose. And the briar thicket has been hollowed out to a lookout post.
okay.
Okay, so they were waiting for us. Be ready.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'll go ahead and take a position behind Knock Knack and get ready to go in.
All right.
So if I have light cast on the mace, can I still see further than that with dark vision?
Dark vision is interrupted by the light from the mace. I will reveal a little bit more.
But we have 3 people who don't have dark vision. So yeah, I'll keep the light on.
Yeah, it's probably best. So, right as soon as you enter the cave, you hear snapping and snarling from over here.
So I'm
Is
gonna.
this like a little stairs going upward?
It's more of a natural made step. Natural made steps that are going up, not man made like carved and hewn. It's just like a little bumpy, but it does elevate naturally.
So you guys want to check out the cavern to the right first, or just make
I
sure? nothing-
suppose.
Okay.
If we're hearing sounds, just
Yeah, let's.
I don't want to
let's
get
take
closed
a peek
in.
over there.
So you take a peek over there. Are you trying to be stealthy?
As stealthy as I could be with, I guess, saying heavy armor.
You can roll stealth with disadvantage.
Okay.
Well,
It just gets better.
Ugh,
so you guys are like, well, I guess we could take a peek.
that's
And then
nasty.
Nock looks back, understanding. Like stepping on every stone, rock, twig. Doesn't even understand the concept of stealth and peeks around the corner.
Doesn't help that he has literally a flashlight at the end of his mace.
Flashlight.
Yeah, kind of bringing out the mace head just like straight ahead. Okay, so
If I can't scare them, then I'll blind them with the mace.
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah, you turn around the corner and you see 3 wolves fighting over a bone, and they drop it as they look at you. What do you want to do? You have one quick chance to react, Nock, since you're in the front.
Hmm. Guess I'm gonna. Is there a way to Can I just act like I'm not? What is it?
Not threatening?
I can't see movement.
Like
Well, that
kinda-
sailed when you that
kinda
ship sailed when you
calm
sailed
them
itself.
down.
You what?
Kind of calm them down.
Calm them down. All right, roll an animal
Yeah, like-
handling. Jeez. Okay. Okay. So
The +4.
yeah. All right. So you go around the corner. They see you. They snarl, and you take just take a small rock, hit it across the side of the cave, like as they start to inspect it, and you start to go up, just slowly, slowly, as one comes up slowly, sniffs your hand, and then you pet it and start rubbing the back of its ears. It is a little bit happy at your presence.
Hey, let's go.
And you see that there is a.
Animals love Paylor.
You tell them that. You see that there's a small little crevice or nook that you guys are able to see through and possibly go through. As you see some little light dancing off the walls, and you do have the option to continue forward this way as well. Depends where you wish to go.
Being a small, stout person like myself, you don't mind if I check back here real quick?
Go ahead.
Just take a little
Yeah, go ahead.
peek.
Roll a stealth as you move your token over to check.
Yeah, nice doggies.
They're all like focusing around Nock as
Stealth,
Nock's
stealth,
now belly
stealth.
rubbing one of them. Just Nock's just like, see,
That's a cute
Paylor
noise.
helps all.
Yeah.
Good dog, good dog.
All right, so roll a stealth.